This is a quick real estate update from Jere Metcalf Partners, real estate agents on the ground in Atlanta. We're talking about what it's like, what to expect, the pros, the cons, and what to consider to align yourself and your loved ones for the best opportunities. All right, everybody, it's the JM Partners Atlanta Market Eavesdrop checking in this week for an update. Days on market are still 11 days, down from this time last year, 27 days. That's all of Atlanta. This week, we're going to take a little closer look at Brookhaven and Buckhead and talk about what's happening in the future. Days on market in Brookhaven remain at 20 this time last year, this time this year. The prices have gone up in Brookhaven over 100,000. The median sales price in Brookhaven is was 652,000 this time last year. Now it is 780,000. That's over 100,000, 130,000 difference. And then in Buckhead, we're focused on 30327, the primary zip code of Buckhead. Last year, this time, average days on market, or median days on market was 4 months, 121 days. It is now 32 days. That is the most expensive zip code in Georgia. So obviously in Atlanta, average sales price is up 200,000 from 1.3 million to 1.5 million. So we're going to talk about how is this happening and how do we know that the trajectory of this market is going to keep going. And we've got 4 quick points to make. And one of the most clear recent things has happened. Jack is going to announce to us. Jack.
So last week, the new 2021 conforming loan limits were announced. The new maximum conventional loan is $548,250, up from $510,400 from last year. So it's pretty impressive new loan amount.
So basically, the buying power is still there, and obviously buying power of buyers is still out there to justify the loan increase. Actually, it's more. And then I know, Chad, we talked a little bit about you. So number one, conforming loan limits are up over $30,000. And when you're looking at average sales prices, that's huge. Chad, what can you tell us a little bit about what we see going on in the market and how we know the trajectory is there?
Yeah, so really it's just about the migration and growth to the state. So the 2019 census just came out, and basically it outlined that around 284,000 people moved to Georgia in 2019 alone. And some big states that they came from were Florida, Texas, South Carolina, Tennessee, North Carolina, California, and New York. So a lot of the southeastern states, as well as, you know, some of the northern and western states. But yeah, so it's just really that continued growth that I think that we'll continue to experience, and really just that surging demand and lack of supply.
Something interesting to point out that we talked about before we start recording, Chad, was the fact that those are pre-COVID numbers, and those are parts of the country, the parts of the country we're seeing most of our clients come from now aren't even mentioned. Now it's Chicago, New York, Miami, DC, San Francisco, LA. Not only is it clients, we're getting calls from those markets every day.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think that trajectory is just going to grow, particularly in some of those more expensive markets like Buckhead and Brookhaven.
Exactly. Bridget, what can you tell us?
So I was talking earlier before we started recording, just on a more local standpoint. I'm still seeing in what is December, families who need more space, and whether they need it before and they just didn't want to admit it, or they now desperately need it. They are looking for more space. So they are now making moves, even in the month of December, which we wouldn't normally see families moving in those months. I don't personally. They are moving. So I've got some listings still coming on the market that I wasn't expecting. Nice.
Well, I think it's there's more certainty, and people have had time to think about what they want and realize they actually want something different.
Right.
And last, the number four, We're in front of our listings from Milton
Yes.
to Buckhead. One of them is the back of the Holiday Home in Ivy Ridge. I'm in 840 Ivy Ridge, which is going to look just like this in a matter of a couple of weeks. Jack here
Beautiful.
in Milton and
I'm
Chad
at Wood Road.
in Milton.
Jack and I are both up in the horse country.
The coveted Wood Road.
Coveted.
So everybody, I'm sure you're on pins and needles for what's the number 4 thing about trajectory of the market. Number 4 is pent up demand. Last week we talked a lot about this. Inventory is going down while absorption or supply, days on market and prices, days on market are going down, prices are going up. So the pent up demand that's indicated by that is clearly going to show us that we're going to just have continued trajectory. So everybody, we know days on market are down. I mean, down by 75% in Buckhead from 4 months to 1 month. Prices are going up, not just in all of Atlanta, but in Buckhead and Brookhaven. And the 4 reasons that we see that the trajectory will continue in our market is number 1, non-conforming loans were just announced from 510,000 to 500, is it 45,000?
548.
Yeah, 548. Thank you, Jack. Chad pointed out for us that people in 2019, we had a tremendous move to Atlanta, and through COVID, we don't have the stats yet, but that is clearly continuing to pick up. Bridget made a great point. People who are here and aren't here are deciding that they want different things and moving to get different things. And last but not least, the clear indicators of pent up demand. The market, the weather's getting cold, but the market is hot.
No, that was good. That was good, Ash.
All right,
Wow.
thanks everybody. Thanks for listening, dropping in on the JM Partners Atlanta Market Eavesdrop. See y'all next week.
All right.
Thank you to our ambassadors and clients for your support of Jere Metcalf Partners, where our mission is to deliver the best service and the best results for all our clients' needs, their wants, and their families.